The quiet. The tree, deep in the forest, its bark green and blue with the fungus. The bracken damp with the stagnant mist. All is still, quieter than a church mouse. The love letter now smudged from the damp, laying close to the protruding roots. Quite nearby is the blood-stained blouse and a hunting knife, with now sticky blood rather than runny. What does it know? One must assume, if one had been there, that this incident had happened a few hours ago, somewhere close. It's common sense. A body would be nearby. The full moon bathes this eerie landscape, and the distant turrets on the castle high above, with its lunar glow. A slight rustling manifests as the foot pushes through some deep bracken. There is a soft whimpering and a rasping voice calling out, "Help me, please somebody help me." The final act is a hand poking through with the bracelet clasped tight. It is illumined with the symbol of a compass. It is the last act of this poor, defiled woman. High above, a white hooded figure can be seen, binoculars in hands, checking for any intruders into their land, their realm. Soon creatures of the night arrive, their senses heightened by the smell of blood, and their investigations begin. Scrambling, rummaging, and sifting through the bracken. It would not be long before they found the body. The hooded figure, happy his search is finished without incident, strides back up the steps, pushes open the large oak door, and slams it shut. The lock clacking with the turning of the iron key. Wolves arrive, and gratefully ripping at the woman's flesh. The best parts disappear first, and then when they are satiated, will wander off deep into the forest. It will not be long before our tiny friends come for their feast. Magnificent scarab beetles, flies to lay eggs, ants, and opportunistic moulds, like on our tree. In the morning, it's an odds-on bet some larva will be swimming happily in the humerus of her eyes. Natural decomposition will ensure all of the rest is removed, along with time itself, and just the bones to indicate her very existence. The wolves will remember this spot and enjoy chewing the bones. It's good for their teeth, I'm told. They always seem to leave the skull, but the beetles will be able to have their fill of her brain. From behind the oak door, laughter can be heard, and then chanting, as they of their faith, commence their rituals. It is 10 days later, and the morning sun rises over the forest, warming everything bit by bit. A stench is present near to the tree, but it does not comprehend this. Lost in the 33 acres of forest of the ancient order of the Salmons, the chosen ones. Sally Marchant, journalist, had been covering a story about a mystical ancient order near to the Apron Forest in Wiltshire when she went missing. She had an appointment with the Grand Master, who was most keen to explain more about their beliefs. They confirmed that she had not turned up, and had in fact phoned the police themselves, worried in case there had been an accident. They knew how keen she was to meet them. Sally, in some way, is still present. In a way she cannot understand, she cannot think, but can sense what is around her. All is murky and rather cold, and she seems to be sliding against unknown, slippery things that are all around her. She cannot rationalize, but simply is. The Grand Master walks up the checkered steps and approaches the large glass cylinder directly behind the altar. Inside this are objects, most stuck to the glass and keeping close to the oxygen outlet. They were larvae, the larger larvae. A few of the smaller ones are at the bottom of the tank, their little faces pressed against the glass. His Eminence kneels down, taps at the one that does not look well, and can see it slightly wiggle, ever so slightly. He's pleased and smiles at the tiny face of Sally Marchant. Sally, in a hazy sort of way, looks directly in the face of His Eminence and feels fear looking into his cold steel eyes. "What a pretty little face you have, Sally, massively complimented by your delightful body. We shall feed you well, as we really do appreciate the contribution you shall make assisting us with our worldwide information campaign. Your skills and expertise are well known to us. Ye shall remain here until ye are a little larger, and we can implant you into a suitable host. Now rest, my pretty." With each passing minute, Sally's memories are starting to return. She tries to speak, but no words come, her tiny larva face now pushing hard against the glass. If Sally's soul could scream out, then it would do. The end.